Okay, hey y'all, I'm back. And I know I haven't posted a video in a while. I'm working on it. My camera, all my it's just. I'm actually filming my phone right now. So I just wanted to share a little story with y'all. And I believe that it was a dream that I had. And I believe that God sent me the dream. And so I just wanted. It's kind of one of those things where you just get the chills when you hear it. And it's just so unreal that it's amazing. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So as many, I don't know, some people may know, my grandmother passed recently back in August. And then my real mother passed when I was younger. I was 15 months old. She died in a car accident. And well, I remember growing up when I was going to my grandmother's house, I would try on my mom's dress. I was so thrilled to put on her dress, her wedding dress, and wear it and stuff like that. Well, back in July of last year, my mama's health started declining very quickly. So she got sick really easy, and we didn't expect her to pass as soon as she did. Her and then her surviving husband, my papa, and so my grandmother had passed in August, and I never got the chance, it didn't really come up. It was just hard to deal with, her death and everything like that, and her struggle, so I didn't really get time to ask her, where was my mom's dress, because they did some remodeling in their house, and they moved some stuff around, and they had, 2 sheds and a shop, and, well, after she passed, my whole entire family, we were searching for the wedding dress, because I wanted the wedding dress so that, maybe I could wear it whenever I get married or have some changes or something, because the dress, it meant a lot to me. And so my whole family were searching everywhere, for this dress. I mean, my grandfather, all of us were searching. And, well, one day, one night I went to sleep, and I had a dream. And in my dream, my mama, I was sleeping. It was weird because I was sleeping on her couch, at her house, and I was sleeping. In the dream, I was in her house, and she come to me and she woke me up. She said, Brittany, she said, you can stop looking for the dress. She's like, and I'll just tell you where the dress is. And I kind of sat up and I was like, wait, what? And I was confused because, in my dream, I knew my mama had already passed, so I was already like, huh? What? So my mama said to me in the dream, she said, all you have to do is go to the shed behind the house. She said, and when you open the door, it'll be right there in the middle of the shed in a black bag. So in my dream, I'm like, okay, I'll go look and stuff like that. And then, she hugged me and told me she loved me. And then, then the next morning, whatever, I woke up. Well, that morning I told my sister, I was like, oh my God, listen to this dream I had. It was crazy, it was just insane to me. And I said, but I don't think it's real, I don't know. It was just a dream. And so my sister was like, yeah, that's so cool. And I told my sister, well, a couple of weeks later, I was over there. And I hadn't really thought about it. I went over a couple of times, didn't really think about it. Well, I was sitting there, I was talking to my pop-up, and I was telling him about my dream, and I was like, oh my goodness, listen to this dream I had, and he was so surprised. He was like, well, we'll go look, and so me and my aunt, we walked to the back of the house, and we went to open the shed, and we opened the shed, and when I saw the black bag in the middle of the shed, I just stood there, and I just, all the feelings I got, just everything was insane. And I just stood there, and I remember just looking at the bag, and I was just like, no, that can't be it. There's no way. And my aunt was like, well, go look in the bag. And so I went and I looked in the bag, and sure enough, it was my mother's wedding dress. And this has been a month from I had the dream, and I went inside and I told my pop-up, and he just he was like, oh my goodness, that is insane. And, anybody to tell it to. And I say, honestly, I think it was a comfort from God, I was so just depressed in this time, and it made it even worse that I couldn't find her dress. And that when I had that dream, I was like, that's not real. What are you talking about? And then walking into that shed, I can still just vividly remember walking in the shed and just like looking and being like, like, this is real. And so it was just so crazy, and I still can't believe it, you know. So now I have the dress and stuff like that, but I just thought I'd share that story with y'all because it was absolutely insane for me, and I was so surprised. And that was just one of the things, you know, through one of the hardest times in my whole entire life, God was there and He comforted me, and He allowed me, you know, to have that dream. And just, I don't know, it was just really good, and I do believe it was a God-sent dream, and everything happens for a reason, and that's exactly what I needed at that moment. So I just thought I'd share that story with y'all, and maybe, you know, I don't know, that's just another reasons that it proves to me that God is real, and His comfort is real, and just everything, because it is crazy to me. So I hope y'all have a good day, and God bless all you beautiful people.